Hello and welcome to Middle-Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally, and the little menace that you can't quite see but you can see her shadow there is Luna. I'll see if I can just quickly turn the camera. There she is with her cone of shame on still. Hopefully it's still only going to be a couple of more days. She's just going to sit there and keep me company whilst I film, because I am, as you can tell by the shadows, I'm filming this late at night. But I digress. This video is about my completed colouring book pages for December 2023. I would normally also show my diamond paintings, but I have shown them already in my previous video, which was my cross-stitch kits and diamond painting completions for 2023, so check that one out as well. And one last little announcement. Yes, I know I've got 3 fingers in band-aids and I don't have my pretty colours on them. My fingers need a break from all the acrylic after I went to the wrong salon, not my usual nail salon, just before Christmas to get my Christmas nails, and this finger ended up with a nasty infection. But because I had to get my nails off, I'm also a picker and a biter with the anxiety, so I've been attacking my hands. Proof that I definitely need the regular acrylic on my nails. So they're not just for vanity's sake, they are actually a mental health thing. But for the foreseeable future, you're just going to have to look at my manky hands as they are. Let's check out what I got done for December 2023. I think Luna is going to sit there and she's going to be my mascot throughout this, because this actually is also the second time I've had to film this because the SD card completely shit itself the first time round. So she's my mascot and we're going to hope everything goes nicely this time. So here are the first 3 that I got completed. And I should have said this is from the Far Out Space Adventure book. And this book is unique and awesome in the sense it is designed for alcohol marker, because you colour on this page and it leaks through to this page, which is awesome. Now, being it was December, and these aren't really Christmas images, I went with Christmas colours, so I did 3 pages. You've got, first of all, I did the green colours for Christmas, because green and red being your traditional Christmas colours. That's what it looks like on that side. Then I did red colours, and that's what it looks on that side. And then I just picked a selection from that green and that red mix and did the joint colours. I know this looks very yellow, but it is actually a lime green, so it is definitely green and it is all on Christmas theme. And just to show you, that's what it looks like at the back there. So yeah, really like those ones. Still like this book. It's somebody's decided she wants to attack. Luna doesn't approve. I approve. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with those 3. So I think we're going to have Luna gate crashing now, because she's decided she wants to join me. So here's the next book, and I did 3 pages from this one. So now you're going to look at her bum. So I did, excuse me, can you move your bum? This is what happens when you film late at night, and she's got cabin fever big time, and I don't blame her because she has been locked up for a long time. It's been a very hard time for her. She's been a very good girl, but I'm going to have to just wiggle that under her bum a bit. So here's the first page I did. I did this in with silver and blue metallic markers that I had, just different brands. Just wanted to look at the different silver and blue, and I just did it in a stripe like that. And I didn't know it at the time, but I've been advised that silver and blue are the Hanukkah colours. Yeah, so that was accidentally celebrating Hanukkah. So there you go, all inclusive. But that was the idea. And at the time, I think when I was doing this, I had the blue and silver nails. Those nails were okay. It was when I went to the green and the red nails that problems arose. But so there was that one. And if you can hear noise in the background, you can just see her here, Luna here. She is trying to have a go at the diamond paintings I still haven't put away yet from my last video. But I'm going to have to stop her because, yeah, I don't want her eating the drills. Alright, and I am finding without my nails, I find it very hard to find the next page. Second page, again I use metallic markers, just different branded ones, going for the reds and the greens colour scheme of Christmas. That is a red even though it looks very pink. And the last one I did from this book, I just used one green and one red alcohol markers for this one. So yeah, whilst I wasn't necessarily doing Christmas images for everything, I tried to keep it within Christmas or holiday season theme. Next two are the colour by number books I did. So there's this one, which is your stained glass colour by number Christmas. I think, is this Sun Life? Yeah, Sun Life drawing. And I did 5 here. Now what I do with these ones, it's usually 2 colours they like for the background. I just pick one of the 2 colours they suggest and just go with it, because I find this is just more of a suggestion, and yet you still pick what hue it is exactly within what they suggest. So I went with like an aqua green, which was colour 15 for the background. And these were all done with water-based markers. Just I have a pencil case full of random water-based markers I've collected over the years, and that's what I use. So it's not branded as anything in particular, just water-based markers. Same thing here, I just went with one of the greens for the background. Here I decided to go with 22, which was the magenta for the background. Yellow background, and the blue background. And that should have been the 5th one, yes. So they were the 5 from stained glass colour by number Sun Life drawing. Next, I think there's 3 from memory from this one, which is the 100 best adult colour by number, also Sun Life drawing, but this is one that has like a big variety of all of their books. Yeah, 3, there you go. So the 3 I did were from, 2 were from this Christmas Mandala colour by number book. So there's that one, and that one. And the next one is this one, which is Christmas Mosaic colour by number. So what I did with this one, all of the in-between line to make the mosaic, it was just the white page. So I picked up my black glitter gel pen, which was a Crayola one, and just went through the lines, because just the nib's just the right thickness to be able to just like draw it without having to actually colour it. You just draw it in, and I think it looks nicer. I think it looks better than just the stark white. I know there's a bit of reflection on it because, as I said, I've got lots of lights on. I'm filming at night, but I do think it looks much better with the black lines filled in, and also then you could be a bit more sloppy colouring in your little number sections, because you knew you were going to highlight or go over it with a black pen to make it look much more even and tidy. So I actually do really like this one. But that were the 3 I did from this book. Now the last 2 books I have to show, there's a number of images coloured in each book, but they were covering more of the Creepmas theme, which I like to do. So we'll start off with this book, and it's Creepy Kawaii Christmas pastel goth colouring book, and I did 4 from this one. Here is the first one. This was all done with alcohol markers. She's a recurring character throughout. As you can see, she's on the cover there. So I didn't colour her as it is there. I did with the hair, like I went for a green hair, but I chose my own colours for her because she has to have different outfits. even if they're all the same outfit. She has them in different colours, I decided. This one, now this one I used a number of different mediums because I am trying to use supplies I have and learn with different mediums. So this one, it's alcohol markers for the gift and the bulk of the reindeer and the little skulls and holly on the side. My Winsor & Newton watercolour paints were the background, this purple background. I don't use watercolour very often, so I really want to get used to it and use it a lot more. So that's why, yeah, it probably doesn't look as even as it could. I mean, I know the idea of watercolour is it doesn't look perfectly regimented like acrylic paint, but I think I could have done the gradient. I would like to do the gradient a little bit better, but I'm happy with what I've done for, as I said, for how often I use it, which is like twice last year maybe. Not much at all. But I also used some glitter gel pen for the bloody parts of the horn and the fangs, and also gold paint pen to highlight around the stars. So I'm quite happy with it for being a mixed media I've used on it. And yeah, this isn't watercolor paper, but it's come really well. Like, it's flat and there's not a concern with it. It hasn't crinkled too much, so I'm really quite happy with how that held up. Next one I did was this evil snowman in a snow globe. Now I did the bright red on the outside because when I coloured the middle part in first, now this is all alcohol marker, and I wanted him to look like he was in sort of bloody snow, but ashen snow as well, more ash I should say than snow, but the red came out a bit too dark for what I wanted, so I made the bright red on the outside, but again, trying to be a bit different. Next one, I went completely off the mark of my usual alcohol markers with this one. There is alcohol marker and it's mostly just for the nails and for the icing. The rest of it is not alcohol marker or anything I've used for a long time. There's Luna again. Excuse me, baby, people are looking. Just move there. Thank you, baby. The gingerbread is watercolor crayon, and I am really happy with how that turned out. It's not even because it's meant to be a baked good like a gingerbread, obviously a gingerbread man. So when you bake things, they don't necessarily come out as a perfect colour all the same. So I actually like the way it does vary between a bit darker and a bit lighter, and it gives it that baked good look a bit more. So I'm actually really quite happy with that, and I'm really quite happy with those watercolor crayons. I think they're Mungyo, pretty sure they're Mungyo, and yeah, really happy with them. And in the background I just had I've got glitter glue that I bought ages ago and I don't use it for anything, so I thought, well, just use the red and the green and do the wiggly line bits in glitter glue so you can see it's pretty and shiny. So yeah, again, quite happy with that. Going out of the box, colouring outside the box, which is something I really want to do a lot more of this year. And the last one in this book, not the last all up, but the last one in this book is all, well, alcohol markers and a bit of paint pen for the snow. Like, I coloured in all of the black lines, covered them with the white paint pen to give it a bit more of a snowy feel. And the background here is actually not alcohol marker. It is, I think, some Kuretake brush markers I've got in a set of purple. Each end has a slightly different tone to the purple, so you can go from dark to light. Again, if you can hear noise in the background, here's Luna. She is obviously eaten some dinner and now she's trying to lick it off her cone. So you can probably hear her rough tongue or see it because now she's got her head in shot, so that's okay. But yeah, really happy with this one, quite happy with the way the background turned out. It looks very streaky and that's fine. So they're the ones from this book. So Luna, Creepy Kawaii Christmas, and we'll look at the last book. And this was the second of the full colouring I did, which was the Creepy Christmas colouring book by Lainey Deo. And I did 4 from here, and this is the first time I've actually coloured in this book, so I started it this year and I really like it. So Luna's going to have to hold the page up with her paw for me. So I started off doing this first page, which is always just a partial picture to something that's later on in the book, but I thought it'd be a nice starting point. It is, of course, of a Yeti who's very happy eating his candy cane, and he's got a Prezi. So the only thing I'm not a fan of in this book, nothing to do with the illustrations, because they're awesome. It's the way it's printed, just to quickly show you that it goes right up to the spine, so that, and right to the edge of the pages. So there's no sort of border, and I'm sort of like to have a bit of a border with images. So what I've done with all of the images in this book is I've just used some of my washi tape and made a frame. So you'll see that in all of these images, and it will be something I keep doing for the entire book. But that was the first one. Here is the second one I did, another evil snowman. Again, I went with, he had a bit of blood. I didn't do bloody, oh yeah, under him I did a bit of bloody snow, but this was sort of more of the bloody colour I was trying to get in the other one where it got really dark. But I used alcohol markers with just some paint pen to go over where the snow's falling. I really like this one. This one, I love Nosferatu. Nosferatu is probably the best of all of the vampires. And yeah, I was just really happy to find this page in here. Again, as I said, I'm going to do it with every page in here, framed it with some washi tape. And yeah, I've given him a nice bright red coat, some blood on his teeth. And here is the last page I did for the month, and last for this book as well. And it is, of course, Freddy Krueger surrounded by presents. I wonder if they all have body parts of his victims or something in them. Who knows? So again, alcohol markers with some metallic markers. I actually think I wrote it on the back. Yeah, alcohol markers, metallic pens and dot markers to take away just the stark white of the background. I just, did some dots. They were my completed pages for the month of December 2023. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Let me know down below in the comments what was your favourite page. I love to hear from you, and I always respond. And if you can't think of anything to say, just leave an emoji and I will respond in kind. If this is your first time stumbling across my channel, hello and welcome. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And if everyone could hit that like button and the notification bell, that all helps out the channel. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I do have a Ko-fi and a Patreon account set up, and the details are up here on screen. But that's it from me and from Luna. So everybody, no matter where you are, please stay safe, stay weird, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.